is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with another video. We're going to talk about a person that's in Team USA. A lot of people are expecting a huge jump. A lot of people are expecting him to be the best player on the Jazz, and that's Donovan Mitchell. In my personal opinion, I love me some Donovan Mitchell. As you guys know that have been following the channel, I had Donovan Mitchell for Rookie of the Year. When he lost to Ben Simmons, he was able to come off the bench, make the best of his situation, continue to grow, continue to improve throughout the whole season, getting all the way up to 20 points per game by the end of the season. He started 71 games and he played 79. He was able to give you 43% from the field and 17 field goal attempts a game. He also shot 7 threes a game at 34%, 80% from the free throw line, 4 assists and 3 rebounds, while also getting 1.5 steals and helping lead the Jazz to the playoffs without Gordon Hayward, who ended up leaving them basically for nothing. And Donovan Mitchell was able to replace some of his scoring and his attack, helped his teammates get easier shots because he was always causing a lot of chaos and breaking down the defense and basically being a good pick and roll player, using screens to get him space and getting opportunities to knock down shots. And then he continued to evolve as a playmaker as the ball was more in his hands by the end of the season, and he ended up becoming more of a ball handler in the playoffs where Ricky Rubio went down, and Donovan Mitchell had to create more opportunities, just not for himself, but also for his teammates. And it was just a learning experience. And he took that going into his sophomore year, playing 77 games and starting all 77 of those, giving you even more shot attempts, 19.9. He shot about the same percentage, shot a little higher from three with less attempts, and gave you the same percentage from the free throw line. Also gave you 4 rebounds and 4 assists and 23.8 points a game. And that was basically by taking more shots and getting more percentages from his three-point line. So I like Donovan Mitchell. He's a special player. He's a exciting player. He's a player that you definitely want to see because his ability to be explosive and get to the basket, hit some floaters, and you just don't know what he's going to do next. I think that he is going to be a guy that's going to learn so much from being coached by Greg Popovich, a guy that helped Manu and Tony Parker become the players that they are, which is our Hall of Famers, and getting the best out of them. Plus going out there and competing in game, just competing against the Jaylen Browns and the Jason Tatums every day in practice, and going against the A teams and going against the B team and learning from them and figuring out how to score, figuring out multiple ways to score, figuring out ways to be more efficient, figuring out ways to be more wise with his handling skills and getting to the spots that he wants, and just being a lot more consistent of a jump shooter. I think that's something that really is holding Donovan Mitchell back, is not being a consistent enough jump shooter in general. Not just from the three-point line, even from the mid-range. Even if he can get a little bit closer to the basket and get some floaters in there a little bit more accurate, I think it's just about improving his shot selection and his decision-making is going to really help Donovan Mitchell take it to the next level. And I think this Team USA thing, if he can stay healthy, that's something that he's going to have to be taught, and that's something that he's going to learn because they're trying to win it all, and they're going to need somebody to help Kemba out in that starting lineup. And Donovan Mitchell is already a back-to-back 20-point scorer, and he looks like he's hungry and he wants to learn, and he really seems like he's interested in getting better, and that's what you want in a young player, especially when you make a trade for Mike Conley and get the other additions that they made. It seems like Utah are really sold on Donovan Mitchell, and if that's the case, they should be, because this is a guy that came out of nowhere and was able to adjust and adapt on the fly and have a stellar season back-to-back years. We just waited for that eruption of Donovan Mitchell. We thought that he would be a guaranteed all-star coming out of his rookie season, and it wasn't the case. he didn't make the All-Star team or the All NBA team, and a lot of us was surprised. Yeah, his point total went up, but his, like I said, his free throw percentage and his field goal percentage didn't really change that much. It just, he took a lot more shots and got a lot more opportunities to increase his scoring average. And this team has really been predicated on Donovan Mitchell really creating everything. And I think having Mike Conley is really going to help balance out the offense and make his job a lot easier, because you see in the Houston series back-to-back years, he had to do so much for his team, and he just wasn't able to do that because he is young and he still is learning. They put him in a situation where they threw him into the fire, and we all know that Donovan Mitchell was special, but we didn't really know what to expect because he never played in the playoffs before, and he never played against a team as great as that Rockets team that won 65 games. And he didn't look well. It seemed like he basically gave all he can give, and it just wasn't enough. And if they really want to be a championship contender this year, they're going to have a huge increase offensively. We know Mike Conley is one of the best point guard defenders. We know that this is one of the best defensive teams even without Mike Conley. So you upgrade your point guard spot, get a better three-point shooter, get a better scorer in general and player in Mike Conley. And then you look at Donovan Mitchell. Now he doesn't have to create and do as much and use so much energy just to get this team going. And I think that's just been his main problem, is just not having enough. And it's frustrating because I play basketball. Sometimes it's just frustrating knowing that you're giving your maximum effort, knowing that you're trying to do whatever you can to make the team, but you just don't have enough to get to that finish line against the better teams. Like I said, when you in the playoffs, you're going against other great players, you're going against other superstars, you're going against other great teams and coaches, and it's not like you're going against good team, bad teams. You're going against the best teams, and Donovan Mitchell tried and gave all his effort. It just literally wasn't enough to get them over the top. And yeah, you can look at his shooting percentages, but that's just the effort that he gave. He didn't want to give up. He didn't want to quit. And sometimes he did try a little hard, and it ended up hurting him and hurting his team because he turned the ball over, or he just couldn't make the shots that he felt like he could. And that's unfortunate, but it is a part of the growing process. It is a part of the part of the process of trying to become a champion. And to me, he showed the things that you need in a player that you want to build around. It's just about having a team around him that can really help him do his part, make it a lot smoother, make it a lot easier. And at the end of the day, that just make you a lot better because you can give more effort now that your teammates are people you trust and you can rely on, but also they can rely on you to do your part, but they also do theirs. But I'm not going to put too much blame on the Jazz because they didn't really expect Gordon Hayward to lead them for nothing. And when he did, they basically had to rebuild on the fly, or they call it retooling. And they was able to find a way to make it to the playoffs 2 years without him. And it ended up working, but now it seems like they really bought in to winning this year, and it seems like they really trying to put all their eggs in one basket and go for it. And we haven't seen Utah do that in a while, but that's how much trust and love and respect they have for Donovan Mitchell, that they feel like he can be that guy that can get them to the Western Conference Finals, and just getting there alone will give them a chance to go to the NBA Finals. And I really want to see how well Donovan Mitchell plays when something is on the line. Remember, this is a guy that has never played for a championship, have never made a deep playoff run, and I think this type of experience will just help him grow and help him learn and help him just become a significantly better player. Plus, it's going to help him just be in game mode because the season is going to start exactly a little bit after this tournament is over. And I think this is just something for him to build upon. We already know he can play. We already know what he can do. It's just about building upon that and becoming better. Not taking a step back, not getting worse, taking what you already know, what you already understand, and expanding your basketball knowledge, expanding your basketball IQ, but also slowing the game down, becoming a lot smarter, making the right plays, whether it's passing, scoring, or just playing defense and competing and getting the ultimate goal, which is to win it all. And this is just going to help him coming into a season where a lot of people feel like Utah is a real threat in the West. Is they the Clippers? Is they the Lakers? No. But we don't know how well Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell are really going to play. We know how well him and Gobert play and the rest of the team, but adding somebody like Mike Conley, an all-star caliber player to this team, it's just going to really help smooth the journey a lot more because this is a guy that already been to the Western Conference Finals and has already played against the best players and the best teams because he's been in the West his whole entire career. And that's only going to enhance and make Donovan Mitchell a lot better. But also this Team USA experience playing with other great players and playing for something on the line and also having coaches like Greg Popovich and the rest of the staff is only going to help his knowledge increase, and that's just going to make him a lot better. So I'm excited to see what Donovan Mitchell brings to the table. Like I said, he came into last year with a lot of expectation because he was so great and so unexpected his rookie season, and now he has even more hype because how Utah has made the moves in the summer. That now it seems like if he can stay healthy and he can continue to learn and continue to grow, we might see a dominant Donovan Mitchell coming into the season at the beginning just on fire. And if he feels like that and he can do it, I don't see why he can't continue to do those things as long as he continue to watch film and continue to study and just continue to make improvements and adjustments throughout the season. He has already played 2 seasons. Now it's basically about getting the W's and going out there and living up to the potential of being an all-star and being one of the best players in the world. Not just one of the best players on the Jazz, but one of the best players in the entire NBA. And it's tough to do it. That's why there's so few people in the top 10 and there's so few people in the top 15. And if Donovan Mitchell want to take somebody's spot, he's got to come back better and prepared and ready to go more than ever. And I think this is the season with the talent. This is the season with the experience in Team USA. And he has a lot more help offensively, that this could be the season that we see the best Donovan Mitchell we have ever seen. And that's just a great thing for the Jazz and their fans, but it's also a great thing for the NBA because you have another team that people want to see, people want to watch, and it gives you more competition and more competitiveness in the West, which is already a bloodbath already. But Utah made a lot of moves because they believe Donovan Mitchell is that guy. And if he is, we're going to see this year or next year. And then after that, we know he's going to get paid unless an injury happen, and then it's just about can you win it all, and that's what we want to see with this Jazz team in the next couple of years. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Donovan Mitchell going to be back better than ever? Do you think he can grow? Do you think he's going to develop? Do you think Team USA is really going to help take his game to the next level and help him be prepared for the NBA season, give him a different mentality, a different attitude going into the season? Even if they lose, he can use that as motivation during the regular season to become better because he didn't achieve his goal in Team USA. So I think this is only going to be a positive experience. I think this is just going to be something exciting, and I think this is just something that we all want to see. What type of Donovan Mitchell, how much can he grow, how much can he improve, and how much better can he get going into year 3 and playing next season? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And this should be an exciting season for you Utah fans because this is the best team they done had in years. And they actually have legitimate chance of being one of the top 3 teams in the West. Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.